Talking Dinos!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another very exciting installment of Session Zero's presents Deserts and Dinos on a very special half episode. With me today is my only player at the table. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, howdy there, folks. My name's Vinny the Lad, and I'm your party's fighter. And I'll be played by Danny McNulty.
Once again, I am Hunter Quizon, and I shall be playing everyone else. Now, in this peculiar episode, we find a player face-to-face with a DM. Now,
that's it. That's the episode.
We see where we last left off. Our party of adventurers heading into the epic City of Thirds, a sprawling metropolis of magic and whimsy. Immediately, in the midst of the pandemonium, we split off, or is taken by the kind of rapture of it all and is pushed away some ways. We find Jolene and Declan, who are overstimulated and look for a place of reprieve for the day. Santiago and the Ravenmocker heading into the center, the heart of this town, in search of Abigail. One person we haven't mentioned, Vinny the Lad. Immediately, we see on a pretty low perception check, but a pretty high investigation check, we find he's looking for something, looking for clues, perhaps. Something on the tip of his tongue, maybe on the tip of his barrel. He's on the hunt. He's looking for the underbelly as he snatches the hand of a kid who's trying to pickpocket from him. He says, "Where do I find the underbelly here?" And the kid says, "It's everywhere. In every corner, in every shadow, shady dealings are going on as we see on the walls cast in shadow, transactions happening in secret." Amidst the shadows, a door opens up from the wall. Stepping out, a person pulling a bandana up over her face. We see a lady, human perhaps, who is wearing a witch's hat with a cowboy brim, holding a 6-cylinder shooter. And she raises her hand up as a broomstick swoops in, collapses in her hand, and she takes off behind her. Vinny, immediately locking eyes with this woman, is in hot pursuit. My friend, I will need from you a series of acrobatics checks, and B, investigation checks.
Acrobatics and investigation.
Whichever you'd like to roll first, please.
Let's do... Let's get acrobatics out
Acrobatics out first.
Okay, 12 on the die, plus 3, 15.
15, okay, awesome. You immediately spring into action, especially with your high initiative. You're never quick, or you're never that far away from entering into something. You kind of like whip your duster out and you just start sprinting. Your rabbit leg's perfect for this kind of behavior. As we see you take off down into this hallway, jumping from wall to wall, trying to get some ground. Immediately, you catch the view of a lot of this city. Again, it sprawls in front of you in massive directions. You are still kind of near the edge of town here, but you're seeing miles and miles and miles of homes clad in yellow, blue, red. As we're chasing this woman, you are bounding up and down buildings. We see you for a moment hop up. You kind of springboard on one of the these like kind of like hangers that are like hanging like wet clothing. You kind of like use it as a slingshot to sling yourself forward. You catch a flagpole to like spin around its shooting yourself forward. You are inches away from this woman. You feel like you can grab her saddlebag if she wasn't going so fast or so high. As we see, she rides down and sets somewhere in the yellow district.
Okay.
What would we like to do here?
Yeah, so I think I'll hang back. Do I see, like, is it like we're about a building's length away from each other? Would you say like one rooftop to one rooftop? Or?
As you were keeping with her, yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like she's flying kind of like steadily, and you were bounding after her, kind of like maybe like less than a block behind.
Yeah, so I will drop behind the building she glides in front of, and then try to catch her on foot from there.
Wonderful. There's kind of like a woman who is currently like she's dusting like a rug out on her like terrace, and you like jump and you are like hiding from her. She immediately like whips off her shoe and starts beating you with it, and she's like yelling in Spanish at you.
I'm sorry.
And she's like, get out of here. And are you kind of like hiding behind?
I think it's more of, I know where she's landed. Similar to the red district, is the yellow district also pretty crowded?
Yeah, again, everything is crowded.
Yeah, so I would then blend into the crowd and continue to follow her and
Go ahead
see
and
where she
give
goes.
me a sleight of hand check, please.
An 18.
18. Okay, cool. Let's see. You see yourself as you're being like hit with this chancla. Like okay. You kind of like stumble backwards. Your kind of heel catches as you fall off of this like 3-story building. You grab onto one of the many like washing lines, kind of connecting this alleyway. And as you are like taking it down, we see kind of again cartoon style. You're like going through pieces of clothing, and you like end up hitting so many clothings on the way down. You end up on the bottom, sombrero. You have a poncho on. You have like a brassiere underneath it, and like a pair of slacks.
Keep the brassiere on.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay.
You want me to resolve that investigation?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
For sure. That is a 12.
On a 12. Okay. Again, it's so busy here. I think you might have some more success if you got closer.
Yeah.
But you see that you are kind of blending in with the common folk here. You find yourself just easily adhering to the traffic, the river of people that is here. You can easily find a channel to get in on.
Okay.
You kind of are able to like you're like bumping in. You're getting a handle of this. It's still very jarring, maybe exhilarating, but what would you like to do here?
Do I see where she might have ducked in or anywhere like that?
No, I think it's if you had the high ground, probably you could have pinpointed it a little bit better. But going down now, you're on the floor level. You can kind of only fight through to where she's going.
To where she's going. Okay.
Or at least in the general direction.
Yeah, I think in order to blend in, I'll like stop at like a couple street vendors or things like that. Maybe duck into a couple alleyways to try like just kind of peer in, see if she's in one of those.
Yeah. Like no, you see again a ton of people frying like food stuffs. There's like street tacos and like conchas and like really things like small things that you can like eat easily for a couple kindies.
Yeah.
Like.
Go ahead.
No,
yeah.
It is like there's a ton of stuff to do here.
I think I'll stop at a street vendor where I last think I saw her, and order tacos and kind of take in the sights around me and see what catches my eye or what speaks out to me.
So you go there. She goes, hola, señor. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Yeah. And you kind of place an order in. And like, you see, you get a plate of just like 2 tacos with like fried cactus on it with squeeze a lime. Super good for 15 kindies if you could.
Yeah, I'm also going to mark 1 ration.
Cool.
15 kindies.
No, if you're buying it, you don't need to use the ration for the day.
Oh, okay. Then.
So it yeah.
Okay, then I will just wipe out my kindies because I have 15 exactly.
Cool. You sit here, kind of people watch for a little bit, and go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
It's only a 10.
Only a 10.
Yeah.
Only a 10. You kind of get up after waiting a while. You're here for maybe the better part of 10 degrees. We kind of see your like big rabbit foot begin to like furiously like tap super quickly on the ground as you get up impatiently.
Then I'm just gonna start looking for where I think like a crowd might be, or like something not sanctioned in the yellow district is going on, like in an alleyway, or like try and follow the firework flashes.
Yeah, we are, like I said, in the yellow district. These bright yellow banners with these series of 3 white stars embossed on it. You see a big building, circular, with a big domed top on it and a big scope looking out into the sky.
Like an observatory.
I'll
head in.
Wonderful. This is a beautiful place. Like marble floor, big, columns. The ceiling itself inside is charted with stars, like massive star charts and things. And here you find a silhouette of a woman in a tall hat with a cowboy brim and a 6-shooter on her side.
Is she talking to anybody?
Yeah, well, she's kind of observing.
She's also observing people?
Yeah.
Where in the vicinity is she?
She's kind of in the center. She does kind of stick out a little bit. She's a lot taller than a lot of the folk here. She's in like kind of like high boots that kind of go up all the way to her thighs. And like I said, like sensible kind of like top stuff that she can kind of move around in. And she has an eye out. You see, there's a lot of people here. A lot of people like looking up at the stars, looking at there's like a little gift shop and things like that. They're like kind of like museum curators that are walking around answering questions, being like, actually, go ahead and give me an Arcana check, please. You're gonna get I need a DC 15.
Okay.
No, we'll call it a DC 20 Arcana check here.
So close with an 18.
18, okay. On an 18 is still good. It's not you're not gonna get anything here, but you're not gonna get the specifics.
What's this place called?
This is this is a divination site.
Okay.
It is a divination observatory. So this is a place specifically charting star charts and looking into the future.
Okay.
That is all I can give you on an 18. Okay. But yeah, you see
that gives me enough.
There is like a massive telescope, with a kind of like Weasley, kind of an old man, like dark skin, like big glasses, white mustache, like real, like ooh, like egats, like kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And he's on like there's like a top level, and he like there's like a big whiteboard, and he's jotting something down on a notepad, and like sauntering his way over to the telescope, and he looks into it and makes an observation, and then writes it down in the notepad.
Okay.
Would you like to do any checks here?
Yeah, I want to do an insight check on both the curator, the guy who's like, what is he predicting the future right now, or is he just charting stars? And then do an insight on the girl.
Okay, go ahead and give me 2 insight checks. The first one is going to be for the guy. The second one is going to be for the girl.
Okay. 14 for the guy.
Okay.
18 for the girl.
Okay. On a 14, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you can understand that he's probably doing something to, something to deal with the future. You couldn't tell exactly what, but even on a pretty low roll, as far as like DCs are concerned, context clues would say like he's probably doing that. However, on an 18, you said, right?
Yeah.
This girl is eyeballing something. In the telescope, there are a series of crystals that are focused like a lens. They are like kind of bright. They kind of like shut off light, and they are like blue, pink, purple.
Right.
They are flat on one side, jagged on the corners, but they keep flipping like this.
And that's
like
how they
they
predict the
turn
future.
over on themselves, and as they get to the end, they get kind of wider. There's maybe like 6 of them.
Okay. This is 4, 5.
You can see like each of these, like they rotate, like they can move, like this, and they can flip like that.
So they can move in and flip.
Yeah,
and,
they can move in and around. So like you can rearrange these shapes any size.
And so she's eyeing it just in the center. Is it like a group of people are like watching him do this, or is it she's just in the center like eyeing it?
She's just kind of in the center. She's eyeing kind of a lot of stuff, but like it's with each of these like big movements of something, the guy will like go in and he'll write something down, and he'll go back to the telescope and look into it, and he'll like tweak something on it, and then go back to his notepad.
I'll walk up to her. I'll just walk up and stand next to her. I won't like make sure she's making eye contact, and just kind of walk up, walk near, and go. Think it's anything good?
Go ahead and make. What are you trying to get out of this?
See where it lies. The goal is to try and figure out more about her. What is she about? Is she trying to steal it? Is she trying to?
You kind of see she chuckles to herself. She goes, "Well, maybe." And you notice her hand goes to her hip.
Me too. But I don't think it would help none if some of those were to go missing.
What do you think they do?
I got this theory, right? I think every way they turn, he sees something that no one else can. Kind of a diamond in the rough situation.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think they're anything more than shiny pieces of rock that he's able to defer.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, please.
16.
16. Okay. Sweet deal. Ooh, okay. You see her hand relaxes a little bit. It's still very much hovering, but it's not grasping the handle anymore. She goes, "Well, maybe right. What's your name, stranger?"
My friends call me, they call me Vin.
Van. Nice to meet you, Van.
Nice to meet you.
I don't really go by names much, but people call me Vicky.
Vin and Vicky.
Vin and Vicky.
Now, that sounds like a pair if I've ever heard a pair.
Thinking about pears?
Kind of hungry.
And you can. So she like towers over you. Mm-hmm. This is a Jessica Rabbit, Roger Rabbit situation. She is still very much. You can tell that her attention is on the crystals. Mm-hmm. And she leans in. She goes. People call me Vic. People call me Vicky. People call me Wicked Vicky. Most people would call me the Wicked Witch. And I'll tell you what for. I like the name. And she whistles, and from the door, her broomstick comes in. She's looking at you. It goes through your legs, and she kind of catches it in her own legs. She goes up into the rafters, and she snatches one of the crystals, the biggest one. And you hear it as all of the lights in this room begin to flicker and fade. You see every single one of these constellations like warp from like jumping to one another as it can't find its like alignment anymore. Mm-hmm. You see she bellows out this like wicked witch laugh. And she like is like swirling up and around, and you hear her voice. She goes, "Later, Vinny. Hope to see you soon." And she dives out of the door, and the door is closed behind her. What would you like to do?
Go to the curator and ask him about the telescope, and just walk up and be like, "Whoa, that was a mighty fuss. I do apologize about that."
Oh dear. Sorry, friend. Are you all right?
I'm all right. Are you all right?
I'm doing. Oh, I'm a little shaken.
Takes off his hat. Vinny the lad, private investigator. I just saw that big commotion there. Don't worry, we can get your crystal back. If you don't mind, free charge. I just want to be. It never hurts to help. If you could give me some more insight as to what these crystals do, maybe I can help track it down.
I'm sure that we can figure something out here, but I'm just in my old age. I probably shouldn't.
And he like kind of takes a hanky out of his like coat pocket and like begins to wipe his brow, and like sits down, and he goes,
"Oh, I knew this day was going to happen. I knew this day was going to come. I just thought I had more time. Why didn't I have more time? I always have time. Why didn't I have time? What didn't I see?"
And he like his like glasses begin to fog up with how much he's like thinking about it. And he's like wiping his glasses off with his rag.
Hey, in a world of a million possibilities, it's pretty neat that you can already predict some of them, but you can't predict them all. It's all right.
Friend, so sorry. My name is Clairvoyant Andrew.
Yeah. And like he like shakes your hand.
Well, this is my life's work. I can't be of much help here if I don't have the crystals. You see, because you see, each crystal is a probability manipulation device. They all work together in harmony to run every diagnostic of every possible reality of our time stream. And what I can do is keep the City of Thirds safe by making sure that these crystals are always intact and with one another. If not, the time stream becomes irreparably damaged.
Do you know of anyone that would want to take these, that would maybe hire that woman to take one?
I knew it was going to come. I should have had more time. I should have had much more time. And like again, he like goes back to his whiteboard and begins scribbling down a bunch of just math.
Can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, if you want to you can make an Arcana check on that.
Make an Arcana check.
Yes. It's a DC 25.
I have to crit. Okay. No.
Again, this is madman writing.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like this is a whole nother language.
Woo!
You see, he is a what you would call it, like a math wizard, where he like physically is like generating numbers, and like kind of like putting them onto this board via magic, and these like scribbles are kind of like coalescing and like warping with one another to make new equations. He's like running like a physical like diagnostics check on this equation, and
he said more time. Should have had more time. More time. You knew that she herself was going to steal her, or just someone?
yes, no, I know he was gonna be her. I really thought that I had more time. I knew. We were going to set up a trap. We knew it's what she wanted. We knew she was coming. It should have been next week. Why wasn't it next week?
Should have been next week. What's going on next week?
Next week, it's the annual celebration of the Wizards 3.
The Wizards 3? What's the Wizards 3? I'm sorry, I'm not from around here. He takes off the sombrero. I'm not from around here.
Oh! Liar! I'm kidding. No, he goes, okay. He like flips the whiteboard over and begins to draw a diagram of the city. You see triangle split into thirds, like kind of like diamond shapes like this. And then in the center is a circle, perfect circle. And he goes, our entire civilization, this entire town is based off of the city of thirds. There is a long ago, all right, 3 wizards were the protectors of this area. And what they did was they worked together and they put down monsters and locked them away. And one day, the biggest, baddest monster of all the monsters in the world came crashing out of the earth, bigger than the sky, could take a bite out of the moon, and it was devastating. It would have caused for the second crumbling of Pangea. It would have devastated it like it did the first time.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead and give me a history check, please, with disadvantage.
That's 12.
Well, I don't think he would know anything about this, but he said something along the lines of it would have broken Pangea apart as it did in the before time.
You mean this monster has been here before?
This monster is always here. Undefeatable. Unwinnable, unkillable. It doesn't die. It can't die. So the Wizards 3, the most powerful wizards in all of existence, banded together to seal it away as it was woken up. And they sealed it away.
And what do they call it?
Underneath the city.
What's
And they sealed it away underneath the city. The city didn't exist before the Wizards 3. After that day, they put it underneath and they celebrated. They had a party in all of the townspeople before in New Mexico before the City of Thirds was made. were celebrating them. And one by one, each was taken away by a beautiful woman, and they woke up in triumph. Afterwards, they talk, and they realize that each of them had been with the same woman that night. Immediately, on high alert, they draw their wands at one another and begin fighting, crashing down meteors and causing earthquakes and lava and floods and tornadoes and horrible stuff. After the dust had settled, silence fell as each of them holds their wand out against one another. Blue to red, red to yellow, yellow to blue, with one spell remaining. They stay like this till this day. And next week is supposed to be the celebration of the Wizards 3 as we do every year. And it was this magic, this concentration that keeps the monster from.
Mm-hmm. And so these crystals have a part in that?
Yes, it helps us maintain safety. If the Wizards 3 break concentration on their hex to seal this monster away at all, even for a second, the monster will come back.
Well, who would want a giant monster to reckon Pangea again?
I don't know. But we were supposed to have backup. We were supposed to have heroes here to help this.
Oh, never fear, Vinny's here. This monster you keep speaking about, have you noticed anybody maybe like worshipping it in recent times, or like have you seen maybe like the symbol of the beast anywhere?
That's a great question. Go ahead and give me a history check, please.
With disadvantage or just
With straight
14?
14. Okay. No, not recently. They have no one knows. No one knows about it. It would drive mass hysteria. This entire town was built off the predication that these wizards can remain safe, and we can remain safe.
Okay, so there's a monster under the city. 3 wizards cannot escape. Or they can't break concentration, or else the monster escapes. Nobody worshiping the monster as of right now, but that doesn't mean that there's not. And these crystals have a big part to play in it. Did I get the sense at all from Vicky, from the Wicked Witch, that is she, from what it sounds like and what it seems like, it seems more like she's just there to cause mayhem. She's like a gun for hire rather than.
I'm gonna call this another history check with advantage, please.
Okay.
Because you are distinctly recalling a wanted.
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. You kind of would know. Back in the day, there was a there was a lower kind of tier criminal back in Saloon City by the name of Icky Vicky.
Icky Vicky back in Saloon City.
Back in Saloon City. Back in the day, like again, would kind of like it was a big hustler, kind of like money driven, and not all menacing, just like very much a nuisance.
Okay.
The name Vicky or Vic rings a bell to you, and you can put it together that she is this wicked witch.
This Wicked Witch. Okay. Based off of that, Wicked Witch, would I then get the insight of like, is she gonna try and sell it on the black market, or was she specifically hired to do this, or would I not know that? based off that dirty 20.
Based off the dirty 20, you would not know her motivation.
Okay.
But you kind of know her old MO was just like get money.
Get money. What better place to get money than to sell a crystal on the black market?
Do you know where there'd be like a swap meet or anything nearby?
Everywhere, but the black market dealings happen in the shadows when no one looks.
Well, I think you've been a great help, and rest assured I'll get this crystal back to you quicker than a winter sniff.
He like you kind of turn to go away, and he grabs your hand as you're attempting to leave. He gives you a couple things. Go ahead and like he slips you a series of bullets.
Okay.
Just there is a chamber of 6 bullets.
Okay.
And these are something that like, you can kind of like stick into the slot of a 6-shooter, and it'll like reload automatically.
Oh.
Okay. But
I'm gonna say my dominant hand does the automatic reload then.
But the bullets are special. They're like green. You look at them, they're like the casing itself is golden, and the tip of it is green, and it's like kind of vibrating a little bit. It's like almost like these bullets are unsure.
What are these, friend?
These are special. Quantum, they shoot backwards.
Like behind me? Like if I were to point at you, it'd go behind me?
Like backwards in time.
Don't let me mess with time, Hunter. Don't.
And he also kind of like takes off his bifocals that he's wearing, and gives them to you.
Okay.
And he essentially says these will let you see forwards a little bit. And with that being said, he's like, I can't stress enough, if something happens next week and they die or something and the concentration is broken, everyone is doomed.
Well, let's make sure it doesn't get to that.
I'll actually use the focals to once I get outside to see if I can see where she went into the future, or like.
She didn't move in the time stream at all.
Oh, gotcha.
You put on the glasses and you can see it will show you kind of like minor disturbances in time fluctuation.
Okay.
But the main gimmick is when presented with immediate danger, you are able to like brace yourself. So it's essentially the shield spell.
Okay.
So once a day you can cast the shield spell from yourself by using these glasses that you have to attune to.
Yeah.
But it'll up your AC by 5 for an entire round, as you're preventing possible injury by ducking and weaving or being out of harm's way.
Okay.
The bullets, these are able to, you're able to use any reaction to shoot a bullet at someone who has damaged you.
Okay.
So it is a kind of recursive fire from your gun. These bullets have to be loaded. So if you have 2, one of them can be held in your regular arm, and then one of them can be held in your offhand. The crunchy part about this is these bullets are like, they just kind of disappear. They're not fired from the gun, because it's like the picture in my mind is someone shoots at you and deals damage. You're able to use your reaction to recursively shoot back at them in time.
So shoot backwards in time and hit them.
Yeah, and the bullet leaves your gun and just and like will hit them, and so you get to make a reaction attack on them with your firearm. Anyone who damages you.
I'm going to put reaction attack times 6. That way I can keep track of how many times I can use that.
Yeah, both of these are reaction based.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind. You only have one use of them per round.
Yeah.
But not bad. We head off into the City of Thirds.
Mm-hmm.
You look up at this telescope and you see kind of like major warping disturbances. It's like kind of crunching in on itself like an aluminum can under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it folds in like it's in extra dimensional space, like a cube that's like continuously folding in its edges. But then as soon as you take the glasses off, it's fine.
Yeah.
But we head further down. Day's getting a little late. We're kind of past the midday a little bit, probably about 95 degrees and so. Armed with knowledge, what else do we do?
I'm going to get to work searching for her, either figuring out was she hired or was she just trying to sell it on the black market, see if I can't follow the shadows down further in, see if I can't find some dealings or maybe figure out where she would have headed.
Okay. I think you instinctively head down an alleyway. You hear a lot of talks of alleyways here. You kind of... I need an Arcana check from you. Because like you reach this place and you kind of remember what she did. There was like a door that she opened up and she walked in.
13. Or could it be investigation and I start searching for the door?
I'll say investigation check works.
Okay. Should I re-roll it then, or just use the same number?
Just use the same number.
Okay. Surprisingly, still 13. I thought we made my investigation is proficient, but it's with intelligence, so we had to change intelligence.
Okay, on a 13, I mean, it's not awful, but like you get here and you're feeling the walls, and like there's something that's telling you that you just don't have the right something. Maybe like some sort of like magic word or a gesture or maybe some sort of artifact that you have to be wearing in order to be like granted entrance. It's like this is like a bazaar.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right? It is a shop within a shop. But I'm gonna say okay. With that being said, you hear some commotion and you're seeing like these shadows kind of encroaching in your field of vision. Chatter happens, and we see one of these doors open up as the person heads out, and you were able to just sneak in like really quickly.
Perfect.
We hear silence. Sounds like whispering. Like everything is done behind a foot of concrete. We see you walking around. Everything is made of shadows, but the shapes of everything remains the same. You see that when you look at the walls of everything, where there once were shadows is now light, is now a mirror of what the actual world is, and the shadow world is everything else that was. A lot less people are here. You see you're able to duck and weave through the shadows of those walking around in the outside world. And up above, we see like a darkened sky. This is some sort of maybe pseudo-plane, like a demi-plane of something. But here, go ahead and give me perception, investigation, anything.
This day has not been rolling well. I mean, neither die have been rolling well, but we'll... 5.
Okay.
Or if I use investigation, 6, but...
Investigation. Okay, 6. That's still not very good.
Yeah.
You are lost. I don't know if you know how to get out if you needed to.
Right.
You are out of your depth, looking for something. There are criminals beyond compare here, faces that you meet, faces that you kind of recognize, all of which are wearing like a ring. Kind of looks like a wedding band. But you know when someone like who has worn a wedding band for several years and they take it off and they have like that mark kind of on their skin. It's like that, but it's like made of like shadow.
I think with Vinny, he'll stay in the shadows and try and listen, see if there's anybody, if there's whispers about her or just in general of like plans for the next upcoming week.
Okay, go ahead and give me what kind of check is that? I'm gonna call it insight
Okay.
because you're trying to gain insight from the crowd.
Mm-hmm. That's a 15.
15 flat or 15 mod?
15 mod.
Okay. Cool. You hear talks of there's like some like goons, some guys that are like, yeah, I heard that Vic is pulling something big today. Fuck, maybe it already happened, I don't know. But that bitch is crazy, dude. And other people are caught in conversations. You do see something peculiar, though. Here, almost parting the seas, parting the shadow, there is a white parasol, like floating. You see, like, if you look at the ground, you see the silhouette of all the shadows that of all the people on the outside world. Those are being parted like this. As a as like a figure with a white parasol moves through this crowd. You see kind of similar black shadow band. You get a very quick glimpse of just lips. Ruby red lips. Like the reddest, most vibrant pomegranate. Like seductive. White kind of bride's kind of gloves that go all the way up. Tasteful white dress, kind of nice riding boots. And pale white skin.
So like almost stark white, like a piece of paper in contrast, and then her lips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Are the boots white as well? I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Okay.
Everything looks clean.
Everything looks clean.
Yeah.
Can I do like a history or insight check to see if I would know who
Which one do you prefer? History will get you history of this character in particular, which you'll make with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Insight you'll make flat, but it's going to give you insight to her kind of general mannerisms and behavior.
I'll do the insight.
Okay, go ahead.
A 16.
16, okay. Upon further inspection, you see that she's not really touching the ground.
She's floating? Okay.
Like, her legs are moving as if she's walking, but her boots never really make contact with anything. You don't really hear any voice. You don't see any odd behavior. You don't see that she's holding any weapons at all or anything. Like, pretty plain cut.
Mm-hmm.
White parasol, dress, a band around the glove, lips.
She's definitely the bride of. She definitely runs this place, and the wedding band. She's white. She's dressed in all white like a bride. She definitely runs this place. I'm sure she has like a nickname of like the bride of something, and she's running the whole system. Oh, and the three wizards all fucked one woman. I'm gonna follow her for a little bit.
Wonderful. We follow her for a while. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
Yeah. Vinny. Vinny, don't fuck up. Vinny, don't fuck up.
What is that?
What do you think it is?
Is it a natural one?
It's a natural one.
With nobody to take a boon on your behalf, we are going to end this episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Zeros.
And I will see you next time in the desert, my friends. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another thrilling installment of Session Zeros presents Deserts and Anno. I am your DM for this campaign, Hunter Reed Queasel. Welcome to the table and welcome to the family. I have some friends here with me today. To my left.
Hello, I am Dizzy, and I play Miss Jolene Hart, our party's bard.
I'm Griffin. I play Or, one of our barbarians.
Hi there, my name's Danny, and I'll be playing Vinny the Lad, the party's fighter.
My name is Tatum. I will be playing Raven Mocker, the other barbarian.
Howdy y'all, my name is Ace and I'll be playing Declan Fairweather, aka Joe McDonough, our party's rogue sorcerer. Jesus, that's a lot of shit.
That was a lot.
That's a
yeah,
mouthful.
That's a mouthful.
It's going to get more and more. You need more names.
More and more aliases.
I'm Mina. I play Santiago Rawhide, our party's ranger.
And hello, my name is Amelia. I play Chastity Grace, our party's cleric.
Once again, I am Hunter Reed. I shall be playing Where We Last Cleft Off. We find our humble adventurers deep in the thralls of the City of Thirds. This ever-expansive magic paradise found deep within the desert of New Pangaea. Immediately upon reaching the gates, we split up, which is always a good thing in D&D, is splitting up the party. We see Or finding a little shop and coming, getting a date out of it.
Coming,
hopefully. We follow Chasity, Declan, and Jolene, who don't go to Hook, Line, and Stinker, but instead a secret second place, where an old an old person keels over in front of them, and they find, shockingly enough, the deed to a new covered wagon, which is cool. Also follow Mocker and Santiago, who go to try to find some answers by hunting down the Mayor Hermano, which gives them some information about the City of Thirds. And lastly, but not leastly, we follow the disappearance of one Vinny the Lad, who chases a goth baddie deep into the city. Now, my friends, we shall begin with, let's pick it up with Mocker and Santiago. Where are we headed to, friends?
We are going to Nocturnals Anonymous.
Nocturnals Anonymous, yes. Which is deep within the blue district of the City of Thirds. Go ahead and make me a history check for me, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well. You said history?
History check, please. Yes.
9.
9. Okay, on a 9. You know really nothing about Nocturnals Anonymous. Also referred to as the Sleepwalkers Club. But you know it's in the Blue District, and that's about it.
Yeah.
If you want to head over there and maybe ask around, see if you can find it. It seems to be like a place where some undesirable folk get together.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Mocker, any contribution?
So I'm going to get ahead of this real quick. So I was real sick throughout December and January, and I will need to change the voice of the Mocker that I do for the Mocker, because I've listened to our podcast and it sounds wonderful and you all sound so incredible on the microphone. Check it out if you're listening to this. So I have to change the voice of the Mocker now that I actually have access to my voice again. As for a suggestion, I think the Mocker, on our approach toward, or on our way toward the Nocturnals Anonymous, would suggest that we should probably grab somebody who is a better talker.
Yes.
Like, while both of us are probably fine for it, there are people that are made for this.
So I would like that
So
as well.
you're saying you want a talker instead of a mocker.
Exactly. Yeah. See, you get it.
Excellent content here, guys.
Guys, check out this podcast.
So, you guys head to find Jolene or Declan or both?
Or both.
Wonderful. Excellent. If that is the case, we will fast forward a little bit in time. And we'll pick up with Orr. My friend, you are like, what have you been doing the last couple hours?
That's a great question.
The last, 25, 30 degrees. What have you been doing?
I think Orr would definitely be trying to find someone who could tell him what the thing on his horn means, since he can't read.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. You grab like someone off the street and you like shake them. You're like, what does this say?
What is this?
And
I need a name for this NPC.
oh, fuck you.
This is very vital to my backstory.
Fuck you. This is.
They were at my quinceanera.
This is. This is Glenn Peepee.
Glenn Peepee. I go, so I'll grab his shoulders.
Yes.
I'm assuming this guy's shorter than me.
Shorter, but yeah, kind of round. Built like a kind of bowling ball a little bit.
Sounds good. And I'll lift him off the ground. And I look at him and I go, "What is your name?"
My name's Glenn Peepee.
Sorry.
Put me down.
Glenn Peepee. What is this say?
He like kind of. May I?
And he'll adjust him to like be
So
higher.
like you have him by the arms, and you're not letting him like lift his
Right.
arms up. It says, meet me at the fight committee.
Fight committee. Where is this?
Yes, it's deep within the red district.
Thank you. And I set him down and I pat him on his head
Ow,
a little
ow,
too
ow,
hard.
ow,
A little too hard. Thank you.
I'm gonna make a save for him real quick.
Okay.
You crush him.
No, he's fine.
Okay.
It's like an old cartoon hammering him into the ground.
Yeah, he like you like kind of turn to go away, and he gets like one of those cartoon bumps on his head. But we had there. Do you kind of change or anything? Is there anything you want to like look or explore?
I think I would.
Anything like that?
To be honest, and I know that this will probably bring the entire party back together. I think Orr would be looking for Jolene.
Everyone's looking for Jolene.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me. We'll call it a survival check. I feel like this is kind of like important to your survival.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna. I have advantage on my survival checks. I'm gonna reroll that nat 1. That's so much better. 22.
22. Okay, cool. You were able to find her immediately. I feel like there's some sort of like perfume or fragrance
Yeah, I
that
was gonna
Jolene
say.
has that is
Truly
very
like a guard dog.
yeah.
Are you bloodied? I have advantage when I'm tracking people who are
No.
bloodied.
Yeah,
I am
only
certainly
Jolene
not.
can answer that question, and I don't believe it's her time.
Yeah.
I am certainly not bloodied.
Sounds good.
So
Jolene
We're all
hasn't
going
taken
past it, Tatum.
Jolene hasn't taken a single hit this entire campaign.
That's also
she is
very true.
Not bloodied.
wonderful. You are able to find her out. She is at a tavern called the Drowsy Stag, just full of just like old people, and there's a corpse on the ground.
Great. Or bursts into this place and goes, Miss Jolene!
Oh my God! Yes. Hi, Orr.
Where are you?
Oh, she's at a table with Declan, just sitting.
Yeah, kind of
They're
close
having a-
close to the
yeah.
door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're having a.
He bursts in and they're like right to his right.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I feel like
He kind of jumps at them,
yeah,
like, screaming.
I feel like it's like right next to the swinging doors, and Declan is sitting right next to the door, and it like hits him in the back.
Die!
Jolene jumps from the yelling.
Hello,
Yeah.
Orr.
And I pull up what I assume would be a chair that might be able to fit my weight, and unless there isn't a chair that would be able to
I'm gonna
hold.
say no.
Yeah, then I sit down on the chair and it shatters instantaneously, and so
Then
he's
he's just sitting on the
He's
ground?
sitting on the ground,
On the body of the person that's already dead.
apparently, and he's at eye level with you because that's he's giant.
Yeah.
And he goes, I need help, and you see almost like panic in his eyes.
Okay.
Jolene, you do see there's a piece of paper on his horn.
Okay. Okay. Can I? And she like takes the paper off,
Yeah.
and then she reads it and goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, you have a date!"
Oh. My.
That's so cute. Who is the girl? Who is she?
Pretty lady. Her name is Cera.
Sarah. That's a cute. Cute. That's so cute. Oh my god. Okay. What's the problem?
I need help. And you see like tears are like forming in his eyes.
Can I roll insight?
Definitely. Absolutely. Are you trying to like hide anything?
No,
Okay,
I'm-
cool. So
I'm-
you don't need it.
So-
This is just like fly inside. joke.
He's like, this is the first time Or's asking for help on anything.
Yeah. Jolene. Well, like,
Dirty 20.
30-20. You get it. You
Yeah.
get it, dude.
I've
This,
been there.
I like you had to roll for that.
yeah, this like kind of like first state jitters.
Well, you are a different being.
That's also
Yeah, he's horny.
Hey!
Hey, come on now. So
we're getting all the easy
Cut
ones
the
out.
check.
So Jolene kind of turns to Or and goes, "Oh, honey, the best advice I can give you is that nothing charms a lady like a man who is himself. So just be yourself, sugar." Well, first of all, well, okay.
What a bad idea that is.
Or he's a sweetie.
Or be yourself, just don't punch anything.
Oh, you don't punch her.
That
yeah.
I can do.
Don't punch
There you
her.
go.
Yeah, don't punch her. That's
No fighting, unless she asks you to fight for her, and then you fight who she asks you to fight. Understood?
But ideally, no fighting. But otherwise, be yourself completely.
But it's go to fighting ring.
Then you watch other people fight. Unless she wants you to fight. And then you can maybe ask her if that would be something that she would be.
Yes. Ask her if she would like to see you fight.
Yeah.
Ask her.
And if she says yes, then you can go fight. But if she says no, then you just have a lovely time with her and you watch the other people fight.
This I can do.
Yeah. You'll
This
have
is
a good
going
time.
to
You'll
go
do great.
fantastic.
And you know what she'll love? Bring her some flowers. Go get some. We'll go get you some flowers, and you give them to her at the start of the date. It'll set it off on a right good note, and y'all have a swell time.
I think at this moment in time, we see the two of you, Santiago and Mocker, kind of saunter in as well. Yeah.
Welcome, gentlemen. Or has a date.
What?
Our
And
baby
we
is
have a
great.
covered wagon. It's been a day.
See, y'all were getting busy.
Things have progressed.
Great. Any word from the mayor or Vinny, for that lad?
For that ad.
For that
For
line.
that matter. Thank you. It's been. I hate the thirds. I would like to leave.
I'm not too fond of them either.
We both.
Any word from the mayor or from Vinny, for that
Yes.
matter? Good.
We've got to get to the Blue District.
Okay.
I need everybody here to give me a perception check, please.
Uh-oh.
Who's got good
Here?
perception?
Chastity, where's Chastity?
Chastity's here. It's been Chastity's been with Declan
Do you
and
have good
Jolene for
perception?
this entire time.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
17.
I'm going to give Santiago the help action.
Beautiful. I need anybody who rolls higher than a 20.
So roll it with advantage. Roll 2.
No.
An 18.
DC 20.
Nice.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24?
Santiago. Everyone here is calm and in conversation right now. Your ears perk up for a second. You hear through the sound of the crowd, there is a sound of like panic and some sort of like maybe some spell shenanigans happening. In that moment, you kind of look out the window and you see that some of these buildings start to like glitch out of reality for a moment, or like the colors on the street go from like the red banners to like purple for some reason and then come back. It's super quick. You're the only person that sees it. Oh, fuck. It is a blink and you'll miss it.
So
And Or blinks for a really long time.
the Blue District, and what exactly are we looking for here?
We need to find Nocturnals Anonymous.
Santiago, my dear, are you all right?
Did you see that?
See what?
Everything
got all wonky.
You are acting crazy, dog man. Or sees all. He did not see this.
So
Nothing gets past my eye.
here's what I will pose.
all of you know that that's not true.
Here's what I will pose to the group. This is now the second time that only one of us, well, the second time in present company, considering Vinny is gone. This is the second time one of us have seen something that nobody else has. So, I say we make an expeditious retreat to the Blue District, see Nocturnals Anonymous, and the rest of us lay low while Orr has his date, and then we flee quickly.
I agree with that plan, personally.
I personally would really like to see the observatory before I go. And I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like there's a lot to learn there. And I really want to learn.
Okay. We can work that in, I'm sure.
Maybe you can add a second location to the date.
Yes, perfect.
And you can just be there, I guess.
Great. Yes. Well, we will find you a way to the observatory. Mike.
We can take the covered wagon.
Where is the observatory?
Yes.
Observatory is in the yellow district.
Where are we right now on the triangle?
We are in the red.
You're in the red district.
I don't. Girl, they're all the same.
I've been in the
it's
red
a
for most
triangle.
of my life.
Can you see the map?
Yes, you can see my map.
So looking at it, blue district is on the bottom, yellow is on the leftmost side, on the rightmost side is
Yellow.
the red district.
I think you mean that side and the other side. All I know is fighting ring is in the center.
Where are we right now? Are we in red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, where is the observatory?
Observatory is in the yellow district.
Okay. So, what we can do then, where is Cera? Where are you meeting Cera and when?
The City of Thirds fight committee, towards the evening time.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so what we do then, I think, is we head towards the observatory. We keep an eye out for the lad, try and rendezvous with him. I'm sure he'll find us at some point. Keep an eye out for him, but make our way to the observatory. From there, we go to Nocturnals Anonymous in the Blue District. We get Orr down to the fight committee for his date, and we speak with the mayor after learning what we know from the Nocturnes Anonymous. Does that sound fair to everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is the library also? I would assume the library would be
Yeah.
near
Mhm.
the
In the yellow
observatory.
district.
Okay, yeah.
Fantastic. If we are all in accord, then I say we get moving.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Where are we moving as a unit then? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Where
We're
to
all together.
first? We're
We
going
are headed to the observatory first.
Beautiful. Okay. It takes us a little bit to get there, maybe like 10 degrees or so. But upon getting there, you see that there are like guards going about. These soldiers with these like massive flags. They have like like armor on. They have like tunics that are like tricolored, and they are kind of like warding off this area a little bit. Looking inside, you can see that there is. I mean, everyone give me a perception check, I suppose.
I would love to.
I would like to give Santiago the help action once
Beautiful.
again.
Maybe 5.
Five.
Jolene doesn't know shit.
7.
Yeah, okay. Well,
She doesn't have a clue.
17.
17. Okay.
Nice.
26.
26.
Nat 20.
Oh, not 20.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Again, Santiago, you get it. You're on it. You see here, you're like these. You would know them as the Tri-Guard.
Yeah.
They are the specific kind of like policing force of the City of Thirds, and this is what's called the City of Thirds Divination Observatory. On a natural 20, you know that this is an observatory that doesn't see into the stars, but sees into the future.
Whoa.
Sick.
Some exposition here, especially being a native. You know that the City of Thirds is built on top of what's essentially a calamity event. there is something that is warding off this thing, and this observatory was constructed as a means of protecting it. So the people manning the observatory are constantly looking into futures and preventing disasters. Is there anything else you would like to know on a natural 20?
Is this somewhere that he would have visited before he fled?
Yeah, definitely. It's really cool. Like the whole mural on the ceiling is like an actual like stars and that like make constellations and stuff. So it's like parents will like take people here. You always know that people who come into the city will always go to the observatory first, as it's just like a fun thing to do.
Okay.
It's like you see the Colosseum, you see the fight committee, you see the observatory, like the cool things in the city.
Okay.
Anything else on a natural 20? Oh, on a natural 20 also, you kind of peer inside. You notice that one of the crystals in the focusing lens is missing. So instead of there being 6, there is now 5. And
you said in the focusing lens?
in the focusing lens. These are also called astral time focusing lenses.
Wow, for a low history check, that's a lot for a perception check.
Yeah. Well, it's also this is something that you would kind of know as
As a resident of
astral time focus lens.
Whoa. What?
Ass. Whoa. Whoa, ass? That's crazy. Sorry, I have a mind of
As we are walking, I would like to just scan kind of the populace. I am a con man, and I'm looking to make some money.
Beautiful.
What do these people need?
What they need?
What can I prey upon? Essentially, is
I
what I'm
think
looking
in this
for.
moment you can play on
Jesus.
fear.
Fear?
Fear.
Okay.
There is kind of some panic in this area. Again, this in another smaller settlement, people are like oh, puppet show, like that is like something that is entertainment and that people don't see because everything's sport. But like in the city of thirds, there's so much stuff. There's so much magic. There's so much food. There's so much water. There's so much everything. So for the most part, getting here, you'd be like, I don't know what to sell you on that you couldn't just magic yourself, probably. But right in this moment,
If I can sell them protection, I can sell them everything.
exactly.
Perfect.
That is something that you would know. Anything else we're trying to do here? Jazz, you got
Miss
something?
Grace, we are here for you. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have a plan. I just heard a lot about it in my childhood, and I always dreamed about coming here. I heard it was a place where you could have your dreams come true.
Understood. Miss Jolene, do you think we might be able to gain an audience with clairvoyant Andrew?
Yeah, I can probably work something out. Jolene, kind of saw, we're in the same building now.
Yeah, you guys are
We're
outside.
at the entrance,
Yeah.
correct?
So where's clairvoyant?
Clairvoyant Andrew, there's like a balcony that is like where the actual focus lens is.
Okay.
So you would have to kind of so we are currently at the front door. There are guards posted here that are trying to dissuade people from coming in.
Okay.
But you can kind of see that there is a balcony where the main lens is for this where kind of clairvoyant Andrew does his stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of
I think Jolene's gonna start by trying to go up to the guards and just talk her way into the building.
beautiful.
So
You immediately are stopped.
Okay.
2 guards cross their flags together, barring the entrance.
Oh, no, that's not very nice, lads. I had a meeting. It's very important I get to.
A meeting. Go ahead and give me a deception check, please. This is going to be a roll
Plus six.
against your Pretty Princess privilege.
Okay.
I'm going to roll it right now.
God, that extra wall for pretty.
That is going to be, we'll call it a 21.
Can I give the help action?
Yes. So the 21 beats your pretty princess privilege.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Rolled a fucking 8.
8. Okay. With the advantage, go ahead and roll it again. This is going to be now contested.
22.
Okay. Natural 8 is going to be beat. What do you say to these guards? They say like, oh, Susan.
Well, you see, I have a really important meeting with Clairvoyant Andrew up there. Me and my friends, we have very important business to talk about. So, while I get you guys have to have it on lockdown, we'd really appreciate it if you let us get to that meeting on time.
Yeah, for sure. One of them, and he goes, I'm so sorry, right this way. And you are brought inside. There is a staircase. Again, you guys see these like little vignettes, like mirrors that kind of like show you how you're gonna look when you're older. There are like the big mural on the ceiling that is like moving constellations as like the stars would have if it was nighttime right now. You go up a staircase and you see an old man, like kind of white mustache, lab coat, like he's like going like doing math on a whiteboard, and he goes, oh, hello, can I help you?
Hi.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
No.
It's a very genuine.
I'm going to say that you are not like you're being ungenuine here.
You're not supposed to be there.
That's why it's a performance.
15.
9.
9. On a, it was a 15. Okay. On a natural 3 insight check,
Thank God.
he goes, "You must be with Vinny."
Yes.
It's so good to see you all. I have met with your friend.
You know the rabbit man.
Yes, we're in grave danger here.
Oh!
He's in danger?
In what manner?
The Wicked Witch stole one of our crystals, and I knew she was going to be here, and I knew we had time. We were supposed to have time, but she came in and she stole it, and now she's gone.
Do you know what she intends to do with it?
I don't know. That's beyond me. Vincent had something in the know, but I gave him whatever I could, and he said he would find her.
He holds like Vinny's like business card.
And he went.
That's out the doors.
Thank you very much.
What can someone do with it? Like a crystal?
Well, these crystals are the only thing keeping us safe from what's below.
What is below?
Disaster. The creature of all creatures, the mother catastrophe.
The mother catastrophe?
Now or.
Anybody?
On
Santiago,
business.
going to be in a history check, please, with advantage.
19.
19, cool. Yeah, you would know that there is a beast underneath the city. This is the original, the founding of the city this is thousands of years ago, by a party, an adventuring party, by the name of the Wizards 3. There are 3 wizards that are super powerful, and they came together to thwart a calamity event, this monster, this dinosaur, that was responsible for the first splitting of the continents back in the before times. And after the history of the drowning, the monster had to be put away again. So the Wizards 3 came together, locked it away, and sealed it underneath the city. And the city was then built on top of it. You understand that the observatory is the thing that is kind of thwarting potential threats.
Yeah.
Anybody that would attempt to mess with the Wizards 3 or try to intercept this creature in any way would be dealt with swiftly. You know that there's a lot of crime here in these alleyways and black markets and such, but those are very much separate from. They were like, we also live here.
Yes.
We're not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we like to do here, gang?
Oh shit.
You said you gave Vinny some stuff. What exactly?
It was all that I had. He describes he had given Vinny a pair of his glasses that were to see like potential disruptions in the time stream, and he gave Vinny some bullets that would like let him fire into the past. And
Pardon me, Andrew.
Yes.
How did Vincent look as he was leaving? Did he look pretty confident?
Yeah, very brave.
All right, then I think our plan stays.
He's a very brave boy.
Vincent is among
He
the
is.
best. Have we learned everything we need here?
So the guards said that they thought we were here for retrieval. What does that mean?
Oh, to retrieve the crystal, the lens.
Oh. It's my bad.
He goes, here, take this. He gives you a document that has his name signed to it, and that he puts a waxed seal on. And he says, if anyone would attempt to stop you, give them this. And he hands it to you. It is his seal. If any guards would attempt to stop you from entering any such compromised positions.
Perfect.
Come in handy.
Useful for something.
Useful for something.
So yeah, now we head to where?
I would like to ask
Yes.
the broad public about Nocturnal Anonymous and what we know about them.
Near nothing. So what
Okay.
we could do.
In that case, I would love to go to the library and do some research.
Word.
Beautiful.
It's right next
How
door.
close are we to Or's big event?
Yeah.
Where's big event? You are a little bit of a walk away.
Time-wise.
Oh, time-wise. So we are.
We're pretty far from it because it's late,
Yeah,
right?
you're probably about 25 to 30 degrees.
Okay, so we got time for this.
Yeah.
It takes about 10 degrees to get to
Right.
any point in the
Yeah.
thirds.
we got
But this is
time.
right next.
Yeah.
The
There are
library's
also-
right next to the
They're also
observatory.
this is a big city, but there are like channels that have will let you walk magically. So it lets you kind of cross through
Moving
some
past
sort
way,
of
like an
the-
airport.
Cast spells in,
There you go.
in town too.
Also,
Yeah.
what something that now comes to mind, it may behoove us to wait until Or is at his date anyway to go to Nocturnals Anonymous, considering they're nocturnal.
Yes.
That
That
the
does
name
stand
that
to
would be
reason.
implied.
That does
That-
stand to reason.
Did not think about that. To be
Excellent.
honest.
So I think what we can do then is I would argue for a splitting of the party here. Halfway. Talkers, one each with each party. Some of us stay here, see what we can find about nocturnals in the library. Some of us take to the streets and see what we can find out there.
All right.
I can find out the information.
I would love to have you with me, my friend.
All right. I'll go with whoever.
Whoever wants to come with me to the library.
Cool.
I will take Or with me. Ravenmacher, will you come with me as well?
Do you want to split up the strong barbarian?
Yes, actually, probably. Macher,
Good
would you
insight.
stay with Jolene and Miss Chasity?
Yeah, we would love
And
some.
Santiago and Or and I will take to the streets.
Gorge.
All right.
Wonderful. We'll go to the library first. This is just
Raven
a
with the true
hop, skip, and
brightest
jump,
party.
just down the road. Massive structure. That is the building itself looks like a book. Very much like hey, this is where books are. But you open it, you go into it the open pages, and you were teleported in this separate plane. A spherical library with books on the floor to the ceiling. It is. Yeah, exactly like that. And it's like it's all around you.
Jonathan Bailey singing "Dancing Through Life."
Yeah. And all you need to do is just like put your hand out and like speak what you're looking for, and the book will like come into your hand.
That's sick.
So what are we looking for here? There like doesn't seem to be any like librarians or anything. This is just like a resource. There are some people that are like kind of floating, like reading books. You see that there's one kind of like seems to be like a mage guy sitting crisscross in the air with like 6 books around him.
I would like to initially do like just a general insight check on like the library and the people in it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, the library vibe check.
Yeah. I guess not.
It's a 19.
19, cool. Yeah,
Help action
you get that
unneeded.
this
I'm a
is
+6, so.
you get that this is it's a resource. So and also not a lot of people know how to read. So there is not a lot of use for some like the common folk to be in here.
Okay.
But they're essentially the City of Thirds is like here for our spellcasters. This is an important resource to keep magic alive. As you know, that magic is a dying breed. There are some people like clerics who get magic naturally via their divinity, but other people like your, like warlocks and wizards who have to learn and like get information from other things. So this is just a culmination of that.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to access whatever I could on Nocturnals Anonymous.
Wonderful. You can go ahead and make this check with advantage, please.
Okay. And what is it?
This is going to be, we can call it an Arcana check. We can call it a History check. We can call it a Insight check.
Okay, so I'll do Insight, and that's a 17.
17, okay. You don't get a ton of stuff, but a book like kind of flies into your hand, and it goes to like the specific page that you need. And it says Nocturnals Anonymous, a kind of speakeasy that it was founded early in the conception of the City of Thirds. Takes place within what you would know as like the kind of graveyard of the City of Thirds in the Blue District, and only accessible at the nighttime.
Okay.
Subnote: dangerous, be cautious, and preferably little to no human like travelers.
Okay. Concerning. Okay, who am I with again?
You are with right now
Mocker and
Mocker.
Jolene?
You're with Jolene. You're with Santiago.
I thought Santiago went with.
Yeah, I thought we did
Oh,
3 and
okay.
3.
Yeah, it's 3 and 3. So
Okay,
it's me.
cool, cool,
Okay.
3 and 3, and also Vinny.
Yeah. Vinny will
On
get to
side quest.
Besties and the bird and the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this season the bird.
True.
excellent.
So, I don't know if you and I should go into Nocturnals Anonymous.
Okay.
It's saying caution, little to no human travelers.
That doesn't bode well.
Doesn't bode well for us.
No. Okay.
Mocker, do you?
If only we knew somebody who wasn't human.
A deadpan, just like a bird. I wonder.
If only. Yeah.
Maybe ore is available?
I also know a bird.
Where?
If I. You remember how you gave me your feather? I thought that meant we were friends.
Could be.
As he takes a drink of a soda.
So, would you do your friend a solid and help us out with this?
Mocker keels over and dies.
That's the help.
This is what kills death. Coca-Cola
Oh.
kills death.
So while
Asking me to do something nice just murdered
We'll
me.
we'll take it at please.
I've been trying to place what it sounds like. It sounds like
I gave you you gave me your feather. Remember how that meant we were friends?
You're not human.
Wanna help us? As my friend?
I'll do it as
You guys know that Santiago is
friend.
also not human.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but we
So-
don't have
I'm also
Santiago
not.
And
with
yeah,
us
we're the only two
currently.
humans in the party, actually.
Yeah.
Would this be something that Santiago would have heard of before?
Yeah,
you
not
rolled on
really.
it earlier.
This is something that kind of is a. I've heard of it, but I've not been necessarily.
rumored,
It's a
sure.
speakeasy that's hard to get to.
Yeah.
And very much like an inclusive place, where like there are specific likenesses of people that are wanted. You also know that this is the place where the Horde Mother said that Abigail was.
Yes.
So if she were to be there as well,
Yeah. Okay.
as the Horde Mother specifically said that she was at Nocturnal Anonymous before she got away. And her also other words were her she's running out of air. So that
She's
was
buried.
that was right now. You know that that was about 7 days ago.
Yeah.
Could I also see if I can find anything on the Wicked Witch?
Yes. Go ahead and give me another roll with advantage, please.
Jolene is going to also selfishly check for anything on Deadman Walking.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll give you that with advantage as well. We're in a library. You have information.
25.
25.
What am I rolling right now?
This is gonna be a history check.
And then, can the mocker look up anything on? This is millions of years past, but anything on, like, New World Americana?
This is the place to do it.
21.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a history check. So 21. We'll start with Deadman Walking. Deadman Walking, you know as a bounty hunter. This is something that you already know. Has been active for probably several hundred years at this moment. Really capable, really crafty, and is also just like a guy. There is a headline that is pulled up of this is back when he died. This is a man found dead in the wasteland. But he's alive. I think I've said this before, but there are these creatures that are mostly known as dehydrated corpses. They wander the desert. We saw one earlier, about 7 or 8 days ago, upon entering the desert of Tarnation. We saw a humanoid creature fall into a tar pit with like green skin that was like shriveled up. That is a human person that died of thirst in the desert, and there are maybe thousands of them. So many. They wander in herds, and these are zombies that don't eat brains but suck water out of things. And that will endlessly wander the wasteland beyond.
And they pose a threat.
They pose a threat.
Okay.
You would know that there's only been one story of someone surviving that, and it's Deadman Walking. There's something that had made him survive. So he is half-formed, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Is there any specific information you want to know about him?
I mean, honestly, I was looking more of like a what manner of being is this?
Undead.
And, yeah, okay. I gathered that from your answer. And what the history of like what has happened to the people that he was sent after? Like
Yeah.
what fates befell those people?
Once you get like the rundown, you see like there is a like kind of receipts log of like here's all of these collections that he's captured. A lot of them from the Council of Many are just wanteds that he's gone out and killed.
Yeah.
There is a picture of him, like brimmed down. He's like has a hand on like a jacket of this like body, this guy, and it has a hole in its head about that big, clean through.
Yeah, see, Jolene sees that. And she slams the door. She's seen enough.
Yeah, that is like the last kind of thing. But you get the sense that he's not like a run your pockets kind of guy. He is I go where the money goes.
Yeah.
So there is that. 25, yeah?
Yeah.
Spectacular. This rings a bell to you, Chastity, as the Wicked Witch of the West has a similar kind of upbringing as the Horde Mother. a kind of a slight D-list wanted who suddenly became very quickly flew up the ranks overnight. Maybe uncorrelated, maybe not. You specifically know that the Horde Mother enjoys the climb. She is start with one dinosaur, get a better dinosaur, and so on and so forth. The Wicked Witch, however, is a separate entity. This is magic. Like, she likes to collect things. She likes to steal. Maybe she's a kind of money goblin, but you know that most of the things that she goes for are magic artifacts.
Okay.
And she is pretty recent in the climb. You also see a name where she has worked alongside someone called the Duchess.
And do I know anything about the Duchess?
No.
Okay.
And it says like spotted frequently in the black markets with the Duchess. Black market is the shadow kind of organization that is where all of the dealings happen in like the actual shadows of the city. Yeah. Anything else we want to do here?
Were you looking for anything?
Yeah, so...
Oh, yes. You were looking for Americana, yeah?
Yes, so like I said, like millions of years ago because of where we are, but like talking 1800s America. And I rolled... It's a -1, but it was a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, so you're looking at, like, you said 1800s America?
Yeah.
Like,
just to see if at this point in time there's anything left, like any record of that kind of stuff.
no. You see kind of like a sheet that is like, this is what the world was called before the events of the drowning. A lot of the media and technology was wiped away, where, hey, like, magic and monsters and dinosaurs and things are just here. We have to pivot because if we don't, we die. We can't, like, focus on, you know, keeping media alive. Everything is essentially gone. But I like the hustle.
Yep.
Cool. We pick up with Ore. Yeah?
Hey Zeros, thank you so much for tuning in to our very first campaign of our live play pod. If you have a hunger for more content, please check out the Session Zeros Patreon, where you'll find exclusive content, homebrews, and other live play shows, as well as the full PDF sourcebook of our Deserts and Dinos 5e expansion, where you can play alongside us with new subclasses, new races, homebrewed monsters, mechanics, and the brand new class, the Grappler Specialist, made by yours truly. And stay tuned for our Masks the New Generation Powered by Apocalypse campaign coming in February 25, called Hit or Miss, the Black Mask Saga. So gather your courage, friends, and venture with us into the wasteland beyond. Good luck out there. You're gonna need it.
From the library, we pick up with Ore. Going on your date. Is there anything that Declan's trying to accomplish before that happens?
Get him a dress.
I think. Oh yes. Yeah. Well, Joe. As soon as we step away from the girls, and the mocker, I'm going to turn to Santiago and I'm going to say, I believe that the girls will learn all that we need. Or I'm so excited. Let's go shopping.
What is shopping?
Well, we're going to do a lot of lying, but we're going to find you an outfit for your date.
Lying is coward's way out.
Yes.
We ain't got a whole lot else right now.
And I am, in fact, a coward. So,
Anyway.
it does fit. Let's go! And I would like to search for somewhere to find finery for Ore.
Beautiful. Yeah. You see, are you looking for like regular, you pass by regular clothing shops, and you see that there's like a big and tall store.
I want to take him to a tailor.
Yeah.
And I want to get him a suit.
No way.
Just like mine.
This is like a, where the fuck
from?
Uh,
Little dino!
To me, this is
Well, that's
reading
another-
as
another name for
Danny
horror.
DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie Twins.
Yes.
So, you see a big and tall store, except it's called Fat and Wide, and you go in, and then there's like a fellow who's like making a suit for like what would maybe be a brick wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Big
and
and
he sees you walking in, and he goes like, "Sorry, friend, we don't serve thin folk around here."
Oh, you're not
And
looking
then
for
or-
me.
Yeah, or will then
Holy shit!
duck his head as he clomps into
Wow,
this.
you marvelous. Are you doing anything tonight?
I have date.
Damn.
A specimen, isn't he?
Yes. What are you looking for, friend?
I was hoping you could do this, and I will gesture to my suit for him.
For that.
Yes.
Marvelous. Yes. Cool. So, how much are you looking to spend here?
Can we use the signature thing? I have it. Oh, damn.
I
I'm
have the signature
going
thing.
to offer him a shiny and a bottle of my elixir.
Go ahead. I need a deception check from you,
You
please.
got it.
As he offers that, can I offer the help action and put the 3 lightning bug rods that I got onto the table?
Definitely. Yeah.
Great.
As like barter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
I learned from the base.
Deception?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Got a
That
nat
is
one.
a 16.
16.
Yes.
Okay. On a natural 19,
Oh,
he happily takes the lightning bug rods from you.
great.
Go ahead and mark those off your inventory.
Wonderful. I'm assuming they were worth a lot of money.
100%.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you, Declan, remember or like would necessarily care because you were in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
And the fight had just passed.
That's a good
But
point,
you see
actually.
that there are 3 like maybe 15-inch long canisters emitting bright light and are vibrating. And you see that they thwunk on the counter, and he looks at them. Keep her going, and
Okay.
he like takes them and like puts them underneath, and
Highly upsetting.
We got suit. That's what you wanted.
We did.
Make me pretty.
Yes, I would love it if
And
you
he
would
like
make him
puts
pretty.
he puts himself out, kind of like outstretched.
I will have to explain that to Vincent. Unfortunate.
go ahead and give me an Arcana check, please.
I'd love to.
I'm gonna also make an Arcana check.
Go ahead.
I am. That is the plan. That is the plan. At least one. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
2.
The fucking
Nice.
part. On a dirty 20. These are like you're looking at all of these suits, and these are like magic fibers. Like these garments are magical.
Oh, are you
and-
brilliant dumbass?
He is asking you. He goes, what are you looking for?
I point at Declan's suit.
I can make suits that do anything.
What do you? Or
Duh.
what do you feel is lacking in your fighting ability?
I get hit too much.
Defense.
Defense. Wonderful. He makes you
You don't, but there's nothing else.
makes you a bespoke suit. And specifically, you don't feel anything
Featherfall would have been
connect, but as soon as he like hands you like this like bowler hat, he puts it on your head and like he like has to like cut out a hole for the horn.
The one horn.
For the one horn.
Because the other one's broke.
Exactly. And you are able twice a day to reduce incoming damage by an amount equal to twice your hit dice.
Oh.
Whoa.
So I roll my hit dice and
Hit dice twice. So
Twice.
twice a day you can reduce an incoming hit by 2d12.
2d12. Twice a day. Holy shit.
Yeah, excellent.
Fantastic.
Does it count as armor?
Count I'm gonna for the purposes of this, no, because this is it's not bumping your AC at all. This is just clothing. So it'd be like wearing like bracers or something.
Gotcha.
But it does take an attunement slot. We don't really talk that much about attunement, but any magic item, you can only have 3 magic items on your person.
Gotcha.
That is one of your attunement slots. Cool.
Do I have to take time to attune to it, or is it just
No, for the
attunement-
purposes of this,
It just counts as like an equipment slot.
usually
more
you
or
have to
less?
spend at least an hour of time with it.
Right.
Fucking, I'm not gonna make you do that.
Wonderful.
But-
I mean, tailoring a suit for Or will take more than an hour.
Yeah. Cool. So like, it is about time for your date.
Oh, Or, you look dashing, my friend.
Quite handsome.
Thank you.
I say we meet back up with the ladies, and then we get you on your way.
Flowers. I was told to get flowers.
The ladies will get you your flowers on your way.
You see that there is like a couple like kind of like walking like arm in arm on the street, and
Oh boy.
one of them
Is this Francis
is-
Flowers?
The guy is his like hair is made of daisies.
No.
Oh, now, Or,
Yeah, you're seeing him eyeing this guy,
Now-
just so you know.
now, Or,
you have like a split second to react.
I cannot physically restrain you, but you must restrain yourself for the sake of your date.
But there are flowers on his
No.
head.
Yes,
I would love for us to
understand.
conveniently show up at this point.
Or he's getting away.
The flowers are on his head, but they are not yours, and nor should they be Sarah's. Sarah deserves special flowers.
Where are these special flowers?
You get special flowers by picking them out from a shop yourself.
You see across the way that there's a smoke shop called Special Flowers.
Perfect. I turn around and start walking in that direction. 7 intelligence. You gotta stop him.
Or to the observatory. Come on now.
But they are special flowers.
Wrong ones. Not that.
Okay.
We might come back for those later, though.
Yeah, and on the inside you can see that there's a guy made of gas.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's my cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. Not all Genasio related.
Racist. I guess your own.
I guess.
No, yeah.
Public apology.
Yeah. My name's Nimbus, man. Fantastic. I'm gonna say you guys, the two of you, Santiago, Declan, head back to the girls as Or splits off.
No.
No.
I bring
said okay.
Or with us to find the girls so
Okay.
that he
He
can go
caved.
with the girls to the center.
Okay.
You sneaky bitch! No.
Cool. So we do that. We head back together. The two of you, you see, like Or's wearing clothes.
Oh, Or, you look so cute.
so handsome.
He's wearing a hat.
Thank you.
I
And he's
your
like
hat.
so awkward. Like, this is not something he's used
You
to.
do get the feeling that if you flex too hard, the suit will burst off of you.
Oh, that's a problem.
not great quality.
I gotta say, with the magic fibers, that is a problem.
I did tell him that you would help him pick out special flowers
Indeed,
for
special
Sarah
flowers.
on your
Oh,
way.
yeah, we can do it on the way. That's no problem.
What did you learn?
A lot.
Okay,
So
we have not much time.
that is true. So it's not gonna be safe for humans to go into Nocturnals Anonymous. I saw a lot of stuff.
Jolene knows a bird.
Oh,
That's
wonderful for you, Miss.
What's the
I'm-
point?
Yeah, our
Where?
it wasn't really
That's what I asked.
landing
Okay.
with Mocker that he was the bird.
He's a bird.
What do you see?
Oh, some sort of monstrosity.
Okay, we don't have time for this. I
We
don't-
do not have time for this. Date is starting.
No, not yet. Anyways,
It is starting pretty soon.
Yeah, I
so
know.
like you guys.
Or is
Okay.
he's
And now-
antsy, brother.
Spark notes.
Yeah, Spark Notes, not safe for us. You need to go. Danger. Wicked Witch of the West.
Huh.
She is new and she's evil and she works with the Duchess. I don't know who
Great.
that is.
Unfortunate.
That's all I learned.
I learned about the Deadman Walking, not a whole lot that we didn't
We'll
already
talk
know.
about that
well,
later.
That isn't important right now.
Grand.
Yeah.
Okay, so plan then. You ladies take Or to his date. We will take the graveyard. Yes?
Jolene
And we'll
is,
go
like,
to the
patting
date
his back.
now.
Jolene is patting Or's back gently as
The,
she starts to lead
the
him
ground
to the
around
right.
Or is shaking.
Best of luck, my friend. Remember yourself, but don't fight unless she asks.
All right, let's go, honey. And she starts leading him away towards like the first flower shop they kind of see on the way.
decent transaction. Person who has no name.
Great.
You get a nice bundle
It's
of
true.
flowers that are
Gerald P.
similar to Sarah's like scale pigment, like purple and pink and blue. And you head to the fight committee. You see at the center of the City of Thirds is a massive coliseum. This, however, is not the fight committee. The fight committee is deeper into the red section. But walking past, you hear chanting.
Jesus.
There are voices, there are lights, fireworks, and stuff. You hear a whole manner of people that are dressed in like the primary colors of the city, with all holding their hands in a triangle above their head. Jenny, tres, 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 tres. It is a fever out here. However, you are taken further down.
See, Or's a little disappointed.
Yeah, you're given direction to the fight committee, which is a similar sized arena. It's not gigantic or the center, the heart of the city, but upon the arrival, you see that there's a body that is thrown out of the top of it with
Sick.
a goofy out of the arena as you kind of walk in. You see, waiting by the entrance is Sarah. You're seeing Sarah for the first time, Jolene. This
And
is and Jess is here as well.
Well, since she wasn't here, we might as well describe what's.
What you see is a Dinosapian woman, very sweet, still huge compared to everybody else, but compared to Or is of a normal stature. She is a Triceratops Dinosapian who is pink, soft pink with light blue undertones in the inside of her scales, and she's currently wearing a nice dress that is yellow. She has a little purse with her, and you can see she's really out of place, and she's looking around.
All right, or you. So she before they fully get up, because she's Jolene doesn't want her to see that Or has
To
basically
Show up with two women to a
chaperones.
date.
Yeah.
Two women chaperones.
His mom and his sister.
Yeah, basically.
His mom and his
So-
mom's friend.
His mom's really close friend.
Yeah, they're
Special
just
friend.
friends. So Jolene kind of pulls him aside. She's like, "Okay, honey. So you go up to her, you give her flowers, and you go have a good time, okay?"
You see the flowers are starting to lose
And
their
she-
petals
and
as
she-
his hands shaking so much.
And me and Chastity will be in the same building, so if anything happens, you
Find
can come
us.
find us, and we can come help out, okay?
You're going to watch fight?
Unfortunately, yes.
You're going to spy on Or?
No,
No.
no, we.
Then
Or
why are you here? You
remember-
do not like fighting.
No, remember how when we talked with the rest of the group, we determined it was way too unsafe for us to go with them?
It's
So
safer
we're
for
here
us
because there's
here.
nowhere else for us to really be right now.
But there are no books.
Huh?
There are no books for Smart Girl.
No.
I know.
We'll probably just end up chit-chatting. We probably won't end up watching anything anyway.
If things go bad,
We'll be here.
I'll
We'll
close
be
my
here.
eyes.
Yeah, we'll be here. Well, it's okay. It's
that
okay.
is considerate of you.
It's okay, or we'll be right here the whole time.
But,
You've got this.
Game's
on.
Immediately, you make eye contact with Sarah, who kind of flags you over.
and he very shakily waves his hand.
Yeah.
He's never done that wave to someone before, so it's kind of
It's
almost robotic.
So obvious you've never waved.
yeah.
She's like, Or, how are you?
And then she pulls flowers out from her back, and there are flowers that are yellow and blue.
Oh.
So cute.
I didn't know if you like flowers.
I brought special flowers for you.
You're so sweet.
They're wilting almost.
Yeah.
I love them.
And you trade flowers. Hers are nice and tall and new, and yours are
And Or goes as they cartoonishly all go stretch up as he sniffs. He goes, smell nice.
Yeah. I like them. Should we go inside?
Da.
She takes you inside, and you guys are kind of like walking side by side.
Yeah.
And immediately you guys walk in a huge arena. At the center there is a ring, very much like a wrestling ring with rope. And you see that there's an announcer who's holding up the hand of the victor of the last fight who threw the guy out of the arena. And he says, give it up for your champion. And he goes, what's your name again? And you see that there is a maybe like 4 foot tall like girl in like kind of like a school outfit with a like a luchador mask with like pigtails coming at the side.
Awesome.
And she goes, give it up for your victor, Lucha Dorlo. And she's like, and
Sticking her hands
yeah,
up.
and he goes, now for the event of the night. What you've all been waiting for, give it up for El Cucaracha! And there is a guy dressed as a bug who like comes scurrying out of like the walls, and he has like a kind of carapace and like big antennae, and he goes, he grabs the microphone, he goes, let's see if you can remember my name, and they all go, El Cucaracha, Cucaracha, and he's like, yeah. And then you
Multiple
feel
arms.
Yeah, exactly. And then you feel a thud coming from maybe below this arena. Go. And the announcer goes, you've been waiting for him all night. The strongest man, standing at a whopping 15 feet tall, weighing 2.2 tons. It is the...
Fuck you, Hunter!
It is the strongest man, not only in the City of Thirds, not only in New Pangea, not only in the 700 seas, it's the strongest man in the world. Give it up for your champion, Tyrannosaurus Flex. And yeah,
Fire
see
from
the arena itself lifting up off of the ground. This guy holding the ring like comes out from underneath and drops the ring on his head as he stands put, and it like he
goes through
it exactly. And the match begins. Tyrannosaurus Flex, a gargantuan-sized man, big handlebar mustache. His luchador mask looks like the skin of a T-Rex. And this fight is over swiftly.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to draw Tyrannosaurus Flex for sure.
And you see El Cucaracha is he's like, I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to get it. And then he is clapped
like a bug.
Like a bug. And everyone goes, yeah!
As that happens, Veronica!
Is that your ex?
No, it is war cry.
Veronica! And it's like a sea of like humanoid people and these two like dinosaur people shouting Veronica. Tyrannosaurus Flex grabs the mic and he says, I am the strongest man in the world, proceeding from here to eternity. And he flexes, everyone loses their minds. And you guys just have a decent night here.
Awesome.
We're gonna cut from you guys. Picking up with the remainder of the gang, we see the night is about to fall. And we are approaching, deep in the Blue District, a graveyard. There is nothing here. Silence. Yes.
Can I make some kind of check to look for symbols or anything that is like left by Thieves Guild or anything that would let me know that maybe my criminal persona might be more welcome here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You also see that on the kind of like gravestones, there are some of them that are normal and some of them that have like little emblems of arrows kind of
Okay.
pointing in vague directions.
Then I will turn to the gentleman accompanying and just say, I think Joe might be more welcome here, gents. So please do remember my name.
Excellent. Following the arrows, you find a gaudy mausoleum. Opening it up, there are 6, 3 on either side, just like caskets, and in the center there is a statue of a hand, like a little cherub with its hands out.
Can I make a perception check on the caskets, or an investigation check?
On the caskets?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
10.
10. These seem to be like caskets.
Anyone have an offering for the cherub? Anyone have an offering for the cherub?
I think Can I investigate it, or what would it be? Insight?
Yeah.
I guess investigation.
would
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
I will
investigate it. What should I use?
Can I give him the help on the cherub?
Mhm.
There you go.
Let me
Yeah,
get.
advantage.
As I'm pretty sure it's a -1. Advantage. 12.
12. You understand that it needs an offering, but you don't see any other kind of tricks or anything hiding under the surface.
Do we think the old standard? I just cut myself open.
And the mocker puts his hand on it, just flat.
Nothing happened.
Or if it didn't work for me, I don't think it'll work for you.
Santiago, you have anything of import to offer? All I have is my blood.
Can he offer a talon or tooth from Tart to the cherub as a recently deceased? Would that do anything?
Yeah. You place the dagger, you said? Or
I think he
the
did
necklace? Or
yeah.
because you had a necklace and a dagger.
Yeah.
So you lay the tooth or the claw?
I would say lay the necklace
Mhm.
so that if you don't get it back, you still have the mechanical dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. You lay down a raptor tooth necklace on the cherub's hands. You see that it ratchets down and then goes up. It slides the necklace from its hands into its mouth, and then the door opens up to reveal a staircase leading down into the darkness.
Okay. I guess that did something.
Onwards and downwards, I suppose.
Awesome. We head down. We kind of hear noise, fighting. You see a you smell a smell of debauchery and evil kind of down here. There is a what seems to be a tiefling man behind a bar with 4 arms who is shaking drinks, shaking 4 shakers at a time. And in the center of this kind of speakeasy, there is a casket. What would you like to do here, guys? And you see that nothing kind of people look in your general direction, but no one is cause for alarm. But you see tons of creatures here. You would know as vampires and werewolves and ghouls, other creatures of the night.
I would like to approach the bar.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Gentlemen, would
Yeah.
either of you care for a drink?
Does it hurt?
I don't drink.
Me neither. I will flag the bartender.
He kind of comes over to you and he says, "What can I get you?"
Good evening. What would you be having, Santiago?
I'll just take a prickly pear tequila on the rocks.
Prickly pear tequila. Anything else?
Some information might be nice.
How much are you willing to lose?
What would you take?
Depends on you, my friend.
Well, I have several things of personal import. I have a favor or a boon, you might say, I might be willing to offer.
A boon?
My services are up.
You see, you say boon, and he is intrigued.
You see, I have no ties, so I don't really care what mess I make. If you need something, if you need a mess made, I'm happy to do so, but I need some information.
All right. How about it?
We're looking for someone. Her name is Abigail. Have you seen her?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, please.
Okay. Santiago, do you have anything on you that maybe I could use to like give help? Like a picture?
Yeah, I was literally about to say.
Yeah, you have the posters that you're putting flying up.
Can I use that as a help action?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank God, dude. 13.
Okay.
The other one was a nat 1.
Excellent. And he goes, I don't think I can help you, friend.
Sure about that?
Definitely. If you're looking for somebody, maybe retrieval or a bounty, ask him. And he gestures to the end of the bar. There is a figure smoking a cigar through the bullet hole in the side of his cheek. Danny, go ahead and describe your character to us.
Hat tucked real low. Mask up on the face. Sunken eyes, some might say there may be none. Well, if it ain't my lucky day.
Good evening. May I take a hazard at your name?
I think you know.
All right then. What would you have me call you? You prefer the fourth title, Deadman Walking.
You could call me Dead, because that's what you'll be soon enough.
Ah, charming.
Quite bold.
I think I've beat you there.
Dad, you see the Mocker in its entire glory. Mocker, I don't think you like this person in particular. Something about it is unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
This is a person that is supposed to be dead. Kind of much like your feelings towards like Hickory, except for Hickory is more so an anomaly and not like defiant.
And like Hickory is definitely enjoying life, whereas this person seems like they're just hanging on the coattails and happens to be alive.
You see on the table next to him is a huge, what looks to be a handgun, like a revolver, except it has no chambers. It is one and like one singular bullet, and like the exit chamber is this wide.
Wow.
It's like a softball. And engraved on the side of it is inscribed the word eulogy.
So, would you care to reassess our conversation as you may be dead, but we walk with death?
Howdy, old friend.
I don't think we've met.
No, I think I've seemed to evade you. But it's at least nice to know the face. Listen. I could give a rat's ass about you two. quite frankly, I don't want to hurt you. You tell me where the girl is, and I'll let everyone go.
I don't know what you think you have over us.
Now hold on, Santiago. It's a mighty kind offer he's giving us. It's unfortunate we'll have to turn it down. There is no negotiating with a terrorist. Now, I appreciate your consideration in allowing us to walk away. But you see, I would rather lay here still than give my friends away.
You hear you say the words "lay here still," and your eyes drift back to the center of the room. A coffin propped up with some like velvet rails that seem to be undisturbed. Like this is something to look at. It's lit. Like there is like lighting on it, an engraving that you can't quite read at this distance. But
Looks like the show's about to start. I'll get up and walk out.
Engraved on the coffin are the words Duchess, Delwyn, Darlene, Darling. And
Can you say that one more time?
Duchess, Delwyn, Darlene, Darling.
Are you saying we're about to meet Quadruple D?
Yeah.
All right, you make dumb jokes too. You can't. Come on.
All right.
Give me that one.
We've been on a roll this episode.
And Figieri is here too. Was a Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives reference.
Gentlemen, I fear we may have been lured.
The coffin creaks open. I need from 3 of you a perception check, please.
Oh my god, Jesus.
They're so fucked, by the way.
Thank God.
Perception?
Unfortunately, so are we.
Can I give the help action to Santiago?
Definitely.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22? Okay. You see emerging from this coffin is a beautiful figure. White parasol, white gown, white gloves, pale skin with ruby red lips. Emerges like a divine creature from this coffin. The peculiar thing, she is walking, but she's not touching the ground.
Cool.
And noticing her was not the check. Noticing what's behind her is the check, as the coffin is not empty. It goes back further. Something about the words running out of air come to mind.
She's
What would you like to
trapped
do?
in the coffin. Oh boy. Raven. What say you the odds of us getting past her?
We can probably go through her.
Your odds? Are you a betting man, Santiago?
I ain't got much to bet on at this point.
Well, my bet says your sister's back there.
I had a feeling.
Alright, so you and I pincer around, try and get into the casket. Marco, can you distract the Duchess?
I'm gonna walk straight to the coffin.
Perfect. Alright.
Are you trying to open it?
It's still like actively closing, right?
I would say by this time it is just closed.
Damn.
As you guys had a full conversation.
Did I have to leave Sweetie like outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, any time that we are inside somewhere, you can kind of assume that
They're
the
outside.
dino is like
Okay, I figured.
somewhere to be found.
Then
Um,
yes.
Yeah, you try to open it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I need a DC 25 strength check.
Can it be athletics?
It's going to be athletics.
Ball sack.
Damn, brother.
Where's my athletics? So that is still a 16.
16.
But
not a 25, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This casket seems to be made of like some sort of like infernal metal. It's not locked. It's just heavy. You would need someone ludicrously strong to open it.
But I am.
You see all of the folk within this speakeasy all like stand at attention as she like enters, noticing on her hand, on her left hand, on her ring finger, there is a band of kind of like shadow that seems to be like on her finger, as well as everybody else in this room has a kind of band on their finger that is missing. Santiago, would you like to give me a history check, please?
Okay.
And this is going to be flat, no advantage.
You said history?
History check, please.
7.
7. You have never seen this woman in your life. But you get the idea that she's always here. And she turns and notices you. And we're going to cut to the girls. You guys are watching this fight. I'm going to say that you guys were, Jolene and Chasity are maybe a couple rows back, able to like charm your way in without a ticket. You know, you guys are having a good time. You're seeing ceaseless violence.
I don't think we're having a good time.
I think we're very much trying to ignore what's happening in front of us.
What is Orr kind of looking at right now?
Well, what is after the fight? Was there another one after?
That was the main event.
That was the main event. So
it was like his essentially like 700th consecutive heavyweight title fight.
Gotcha.
That he has won.
I think initially, Orr would try to find someone that could help him talk to Tyrannosaurus Flex, but I think he's like kind of fought between staying with Cera and doing that. And he kind of turns to Cera and he goes,
That was fun, wasn't it?
Very.
I just ate.
Thank you for letting me come.
You're welcome. I am very glad you enjoyed yourself.
I did. Yes.
I enjoyed myself too. It's just I'm sorry I'm being weird. I like talking to you, and it's just nice to like look at someone in the eye and have them not like freak out, you know.
Duh.
So you want to head out?
He kind of like looks around. Are these two anywhere nearby?
I don't.
I honestly think we'd probably only be a couple tables away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like arena seating. So they
Right.
are behind you. I don't know if you would
know that they were there.
exactly.
That's
We
fair.
told him that we were going to be there.
You told him that you were gonna be behind him.
In the same
Whether or not you took that literally is another story.
He would have taken it literally.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you are all preoccupied.
Okay.
I need you to make a decision right now. Are you going to stay with Cera or are you going to go into the arena?
I'm gonna stay with Cera.
Wonderful. So, you and Cera head out as you're kind of like, you see that there are a ton of people with like flags and banners and like poster boards that say like, you know, notice me Tyrannosaurus Flex. And as you're walking out of the arena, she kind of like bumps into you and grabs your arm.
I kind of freak out and almost like flinch, as if prepared for like an attack from behind type thing, and he kind of like shudders away a little bit and then realizes like what happened was just kind of like put his arm like straight
And
down.
She like is holding your arm and she's like feeling the stitching and she goes,
This suit is awfully made.
and come, I'll fix it. And then she like invites you back to her shop and like
Follows.
Yeah, you are like she's like fixing the stitching of it so it's not gonna like bust off of you.
Did I have to take it off in order for her to do this?
She did it in increments.
Great.
So you had like.
I'm just wondering if he was butt ass naked or not.
No, but we do see like a scene of like her. She has like big like goggles on as she's like doing the seams, and there's like behind you, it's like this big guy in a crop top.
Yeah.
And you're just like waiting. But yeah, what are the girls doing at this time?
I think Jolene's panicked that Ord left and didn't say anything,
Yeah.
and now we don't know where he is.
Have you seen my boy?
I mean, if you were watching him, he
Yeah,
probably would have saw
I'm
him
gonna say
get
that
up.
you kind of saw him leave.
I think
I don't know if you
Jolene
would
would
like.
tail behind.
Okay.
Yeah, we would definitely follow. Especially because, like,
Stealth checks from people who aren't stealthy.
Yeah, actually, definitely go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
You're not
It's
trying.
not just because someone find me actively.
oh god,
Wow.
girl.
What is that?
4, -1, so 3.
Damn.
7.
That's true.
I'm gonna take the boon.
You're gonna take a boon?
Another boon.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
Getting away from
Chastity's just here.
I can't get caught by this. I
What did you
can't
roll?
get caught by this.
3.
You also rolled low.
No,
Yeah.
I left.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I said
am
show's
in
about to
active
start
danger.
and left. You don't think I know where she is?
Yeah, I'm actively in danger right now.
What was the die number?
It was the 6.
Go ahead and make me another one with advantage.
What?
Dad, I need you to
Yeah.
make an investigation check, please, with advantage.
Of course, yeah.
So on a boon, we score a natural 20 for Jolene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you something.
Okay, cool. I'm reading through his shit right now. Sorry.
Escaping with the
Honestly, that's probably what Diz thinks of me right now, so it's fine.
Diz, what is the final number I need?
Chastity's just out in the open.
I hate this. 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 I hate this.
Go ahead and
I don't
roll
like
it.
this.
Just text me the number.
Girls
Okay.
all brains, nothing else.
I hate this. I don't like this.
Daniel, what is the final number?
23.
With a
Even a natural 20?
with a natural 20. Dead.
Shit.
You are enjoying the cool air of the night when you see peculiarly there is a shop with its lights on, a tailor of some sort, and you see that there is kind of like talking and laughter outside of the building. You see two figures that stick out. One is in bright pink with fiery red hair and looks an awful lot like the bounty that you're carrying in your breast pocket. What would you like to do?
Fuck me, man.
I'm gonna walk up behind both of them. I'm just gonna cock the gun right next to Jolene's ear. You scream, you run, you say anything, and the dino gets it. And he's pointing the gun at Orr.
I'm going to do one better. You're pointing the gun at Cera. As her back is turned to you as she's working on a mannequin. As the gun is pulled, the weight of it is heavy. You see a massive cylinder across your ear. What would you like to do?
I think Jolene, being who she is, doesn't want any bad to befall her friends. So I think knowing the situation she's in and knowing she really has no defense against it, she just kind of goes, all right, I'll go with you. Just leave my friends alone. Chasity,
You can go
I will
on
see
now.
you later.
Chastity, you turn around.
Jolene gives Chastity like the biggest like hug because she like, is like certain like this is the last time I'm seeing her.
Your hands are shaking.
Oh yeah.
And
She's crying. Jolene's crying.
you
I'm trying
hug-
not to cry.
You hug Chastity. And Chastity turns around and you unhook Patchy from the shop front, and you get on him and you saunter down into the darkness. And that is where we're going to leave our session. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next time, y'all, in the City of Thirds.
Jesus Christ.